doing Martell. My
I
thing
don't
is,
know.
Martell was singing about the young lady.
If you haven't seen the latest episode yet, go grab your snacks, get cozy, and don't blink because the drama wasted no time. Right from the start, Miss Wanda walked in with fire in her eyes. You could tell by the look on her face she didn't come to play games. She hugged her daughter Letitia like a mama bear protecting her cub, and baby, you just knew she was ready to speak her truth. Letitia and Marceau Scott were sitting pretty, still pushing that 20 years strong marriage story. Marceau even bragged that they've been married the longest out of everyone in the Scott family. But when Wanda walked through that door, the expression on Marceau's face changed quick. It looked like he was ready to grab his things and run. Let's be real, he was shook. Then it got heated.
I don't give a what your response was. I'm asking you now. I think Marceau is lying. I'm gonna find out the truth and I'm gonna dig until there's no more room.
Wanda sat next to Marceau, and he stood up and said something slick like, "I need to face my enemies." You could tell the tension was thick. Even in the confessional, Marceau didn't hold back. He joked, "The Lord gave me another battle. It's my mother-in-law." And yeah, it was funny but also way too real. We got a whole montage of Wanda and Marceau going back and forth like they were in a courtroom. And trust me, Miss Wanda wasn't playing.
Why you don't like Marceau? Because the way he talks to you. See, you think you're smart. See, I got you.
No. Here's the thing.
I got you. I know you, okay? If you say something I don't like, I'm coming for you. I don't care.
She went in on him like Miss Sophia from The Color Purple. She called him out, said he was dumb, said he was hurting her daughter, and she wasn't going to let that happen while she's still breathing. And that wasn't the end. She kept pressing Marceau about that infamous video, you know, the one with the mystery woman, and demanded he answer. But Marceau kept dodging every question. Wanda told him flat out that he was embarrassing the family and needed to start owning up to his actions. She asked him directly, "Did you do it?" And instead of saying yes or no, he played his usual games. Letitia tried to play peacemaker, telling her mom to chill, but it didn't help much. Then in her confessional, Letitia gave this fairy tale story about her marriage. She said she and Marceau have their own language, that he's always supported her. But come on now, we've been watching for years. We know better.
Marceau and I, we have our own way of communicating to let each other know we got each other and we're good. Marceau knew what Martell was saying wasn't okay. I have no doubt, no concern at all, because he has proven himself to be my protector over the years.
Even Maurice, Martell, and Kimmy have taken jabs at Marceau's shady behavior. So to hear Letitia still defending him? It felt more like she's trying to convince herself than anyone else. Then we get to the scene with Maurice and Kimmy and their son, Monster. It started off sweet. Monster is growing up fast, he's got those deep eyes and strong features, looking more like Kimmy every day. But then Maurice started giving this long lecture about his DUI situation. Like Monster is some little kid who hasn't already seen the headlines. Monster sat there politely, but you could see it all over his face, he was over it. Maurice kept trying to turn it into a life lesson about gossip and lies, but Monster clearly already knew the deal. When Maurice asked if people teased him about the story, Monster barely responded.
Did you know that Chris took a stab at throwing y'all under the bus, you and Marceau? They were talking about NDAs or something, like side chicks and NDAs.
Really?
That's what he said. That's what I was told. That's what I was told.
That's what you were told.
Maurice ended the whole conversation saying something like, "Let this be a lesson, people lie, but the truth always comes out." But here's the thing, Maurice never denied anything. He just said the charges got dropped. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. Kimmy didn't say much either. She just said she was glad it was over. Then the vibe shifted to business talk. Kimmy's back to full-time real estate and she's doing big things. She showed off this massive 30,000 square foot property she's working on and announced her new restaurant, Jordan Lane. Maurice said he was proud, told her he always believed in her. But when Kimmy jokingly brought up Marceau's slow work on Scott Manor, she said what we're all thinking, he moves slow. Real slow. Then came the real shocker.
Did you get some side chicks to sign NDAs? No, this is for real.
Kimmy mentioned that Chris Fletcher threw Marceau and Maurice under the bus by claiming they made side chicks sign NDAs. Yes, non-disclosure agreements. Kimmy asked Maurice straight up if he ever had someone sign one. He said no. And Kimmy wasn't buying it. She told him, that's the wrong answer. The right answer is you've never had a side chick. And they both laughed, but it was that nervous, awkward kind of laugh. You know the type. That laugh you do when you just got caught. Now let's talk about the real tension Kimmy and Nell Fletcher. That feud has been bubbling for seasons. A while back, Kimmy told Nell not to come to any meetings about the comeback group or the 47 acres. Nell said she got an invite, and Stormy was there too. But Kimmy wasn't having it.
I ain't had nobody sign an NDA.
That wasn't the right answer.
You said, did I get a side chick to sign an NDA? And I said, I had no one ever sign an NDA.
You honestly don't know that that's the wrong answer?
Why? You just accused me of having side chicks that sign NDAs. I said, I never.
Your answer is I ain't had no side chick.
That's obvious.
No, it's not!
It's not?
You can see it in her eyes, there's no love lost between those two. This episode we finally saw Chris and Nell again. They were talking about grandkids since both their sons, Chris Jr. and Lance, just had babies. Nell showed up wearing this bright red wig with bangs and a ponytail. It was a choice. Pretty woman, wrong wig. They talked about how being grandparents takes up all their time. Chris joked about not getting date nights anymore, and Nell quickly corrected him being a grandparent isn't a problem in their marriage. Then Chris said Martell was coming over, and Nell's face changed real quick. Martell showed up with that usual charm. But let's not forget this is the same Martell who had Nell all over the blogs thanks to that messy photo with Arion at the Polo Classic.
I need to mind her own business and keep my family's business out her mother mouth.
You have a problem with me?
That's not
and
true.
I don't know
Now
what it
you
is.
said keep my name out your
What is this? Oh, hell,
I dump your ass in that pool.
You
keep
won't
hollering
dump
at
me, no, mother.
Tell you something.
You won't dump me. You
Keep
won't.
hollering at me. Keep hollering at me.
Nell confronted him and said she felt set up. Martell denied it, but baby, that man stuttered through the whole denial. Chris and Nell were looking down like they knew he wasn't telling the truth. Nell asked again if he set her up. Martell said, I wouldn't do that. But you could tell nobody in that room believed him. Then the episode took a turn. They brought up Tish's interview on Carlos King's show where she hinted Martell may have had something going on with a man named Frank back in college. Martell denied it again, said people are always lying on him, and now he's done with the rumors. But here's the thing, Martell's always saying no more lies, but where's the accountability? Later, he sat down with Destiny and the awkwardness was off the charts. Their conversation felt so fake, like a bad play.
You want to eat Martello?
Yep, you told him to.
You didn't like what he did we, Bookie? No, we want to get
Lord.
Martell.
It's always good to meet up with the Fletchers. You know, I haven't seen them since the Polo Classic out in Atlanta, Georgia. Chris, my boy, you know, we talk every day. It's just a difference when you know.
They talked about real estate and Martell maybe marrying Arion. He even said he'd pay for her to finish nursing school if she got it together. Destiny smiled but looked like she didn't believe a word he said. It was cringy. All of it. The whole episode gave us mess, emotion, and confusion. And next week? It's about to get even wilder. So buckle up, because this ride is far from over. Martell tried to clean up the mess with Arion, but honestly, it felt more like a PR move than anything from the heart. He started saying how he hasn't always treated her right, that he's trying to make things better because she's a good mom and a good woman. But the way he said it? It felt rehearsed. Like he was trying to control the narrative instead of actually taking accountability. Destiny, bless her heart, tried to be the voice of reason. She told Martell straight up this leaking videos, posting shady stuff online, going tit for tat, it's not it. She reminded him what it felt like when the internet came for him. When the blogs tore him apart. When people dragged him through the mud. And she wasn't wrong. We've all seen it. But Martell wasn't trying to hear any of it. He doubled down, looked her right in the eye and said, "I'm not going to stop." He said no one's going to lie on him anymore. And it was clear he's not just defending himself, he's out for revenge. But here's the real tea: the whole reason this storm started? It's because Martell broke the pact. That secret agreement between him, Maurice, and Marceau not to expose each other's dirt? Yeah, Martell lit that whole agreement on fire when he pulled out that second phone and started talking. He opened the door to all this mess, and now he's mad that people walked through it. Come on, Martell. You threw the first punch, and now you're shocked that people are swinging back? This is what he does, though. Every season. He causes chaos, then acts like everyone else is the problem. But this time, the consequences are stacking up. The tension is spreading. Maurice still won't answer any questions straight. Missy looks like she's running out of patience, like one more argument might be the last straw. Letitia is barely holding on, quoting therapy sessions like Bible verses, trying to convince herself and everyone else that everything's fine at home. And just when you think the episode is going to end on a calm note, Martell throws out one last bomb. He turns to Destiny and, with no warning, asks, "Did Lance have a baby on you?" Phew. That's how the scene ends. No resolution. No comfort. Just another messy cliffhanger. So if you've made it this far, drop a woo chili in the comments, because this episode was exhausting. Whose side are you even on at this point? The drama isn't slowing down, it's speeding up. The lies, the secrets, the betrayals, they're all coming to the surface. And trust me, next week, it's going to be even messier. Stay tuned. If you liked this breakdown, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a story. Celeb Nova will have it all covered for you. Thanks for watching, fam. Stay real, stay respectful in the comments, and remember, sometimes silence isn't peace, it's preparation. See y'all in the next video. This is Celeb Nova, where the drama ends and the truth begins.